And then last one, two-way center.
So I just made a build for center. It is a 7'4" wingspan, so a little short on the wingspan, but I'm gonna push it on game of why it's so short. Two-way inside-out playmaker. Now we're playing a game where everybody wants to be well-rounded, and I think this is one of the most well-rounded center builds. Be able to have a close shot at a 92, and you can get a standing dunk at a 90. So what this does, it gets your rebound up to a 94. Offensive rebound is a 76, but with those cap burgers, you can really push that up. Put your interior at a 94, and you're at the capable.
And now your Indiana starting five. At power forward, number 6, Natasha Howard. At the other forward position, number 25, Wnba. Starting at center, number 7, Aaliyah Boston. At shooting guard, number 0, Kelsey Mitchell. At the other guard position, number 22, Caitlin Clark. The head coach of your home team, once again, your Indiana starters.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks going up against the Indiana Fever. Here in the hoops heartland of Indiana, I'm Blake Suniga. Joining me are Brian Vanapatemi and Tim Swartz. Thanks for tuning in.
You know, with the length of the WNBA season, it can really fly by in a hurry.
But just when you think you're starting to get settled in, we've already played a decent chunk of the year.
And that makes each game count that much more. There's very little room for error during the regular season. From beyond the arc, Wnba can be very consistent. She makes those long-range shots look easier than they appear.
Now here is Stevens. To the inside. That's tipped. It's stolen by Howard. Now here's Mitchell. Defense is right there. And that one's good.
And that's pretty much an unguardable move for Mitchell. So skilled and composed with the ball in her hands.
Outside Plum. Hits it from three-point range.
Of all the players you want to leave open out on the perimeter, she is the last person on the list.
Back to Clark. There's the three. And another three for Indiana.
3 straight makes to start. Looking good so far.
Pass to Jackson. Stevens. Sims with it for 3. That doesn't go, and she's 0 for 1 from the field. Now Boston. Now here's Bonner. Boston. She's covered by Hamby. Goes back up. And so she draws the foul on the shot.
First personal foul.
It's on Erica Hamby.
Well, we saw this with Boston even back in college. She does a great job of drawing fouls.
One of the areas Aaliyah Boston really shines is on the glass.
Yeah, she is an efficient rebounder. And as we all know, rebounds often win or lose games. Then you add in Boston's offensive efforts, and she really is a big contributor to team success.
Hey, it didn't take long for Aaliyah Boston to make waves here in the W. She came ready.
Aside from the accolades she racked up in her first season, her team just plays better with her on the floor. She's a spark plug out there, and it seems that the team goes the way Aaliyah goes. She is a force at the 4-5 position in this league. Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Clark. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
They're off and running. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. And when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Now here's Mitchell. Wnba on the wing, guarded by Jackson. One-on-one fast break. Here's Russell. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Shot's good by Clark.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end in the early going.
Their field goal percentage is terrific. Exactly the start they were hoping for.
Now here's Plum. She's got 6. They get it back.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Pass to Bonner from past the arc. Kelsey Plum comes up with the rebound. The Sparks trailing. And here's Jackson. Bonner defending. Jackson, no good.
That's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always so important to have that strong interior defense.
Scooped up. Boston. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Second team.
I know the Sparks, the organization, and the fans are thrilled to have Cameron Green, the second overall pick in the 2024 draft.
And she's the type of player LA is going to build around. In college, a national champion as a freshman, first-team All-American as a senior. Brink is known for her defense, an incredible shot blocker, and that's the basis for the Sparks defense.
And she knocks down the first one. She hits both from the stripe.
And a trend over the last few years, Brian, less players are going overseas to play during the offseason.
And that's great for the WNBA. Increased salaries have helped big time.
And with more players staying in the United States during the offseason, you don't see as many season-ending injuries that happen in the offseason away from the W.
Now here's Mitchell. Boston outside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. They get it again. Boston with the bucket.
They built a big lead very early.
Boy, right from the tip, there isn't anything they haven't done well.
It has been a textbook dominant performance.
Now here's Plum. She's got 6. Stevens, guarded by Howard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot.
And Brian, teams always benefit from having a reliable veteran around. And Azure Stevens definitely fits that mold.
Yeah, a seasoned player who has won a championship. Stevens knows what it takes to win at the highest level. And she can set the tone on the floor for her younger teammates.
He's off on the first.
And obviously the addition of Caitlin Clark to the Fever, that brought lots of extra attention.
I mean, Fever tickets are as hot as any in American sports, no matter what league. Clark bringing so much hype, and basketball fans everywhere are tuned in to see her every move, and by extension, the Fever as well.
And in 2023, the Sparks went 17-23 and missed the playoffs by just 1 win.
They were firmly in before they lost 5 of their last 7 games. So I think a stronger finish to the year is a point of emphasis for this staff.
Now here is Sims. Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game. Plum gets the bucket.
I like the way she's taking advantage of what the defense is giving her, and she's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
And she gets the bucket.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
Plum. 9 points in the game. Right side, Sims. Pass to Plum. No one near her. Connects. The jumper drops.
Assisted.
Well, look, no matter what the score is, her attitude has been perfect. I mean, she has stayed in attack mode.
Paisley Park outside. Here's Howard. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses.
First personal foul. Third team
And the foul called on the Los Angeles Sparks. She's got her first free throws of the night right here.
Howard. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And when you talk about Natasha Howard, you have to look at more than those scoring numbers. Her impact goes deeper than that.
I think sometimes, us as broadcasters, analysts, we can normally measure players a little bit too much with their scoring average. Howard's won 3 titles in major part because of her defense. She's won a Defensive Player of the Year, and she does so many things on the floor that don't show up in the box score.
And the two-way game of Howard is impressive. A legitimate offensive threat who also defends with tenacity.
Pass to Dantas. Howard. No good that time.
Nice defense from Cameron Brink.
Here's Plum. That's good, and it's Erie McDonald with the assist.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
Now here's McDonald. To the middle.
Brink's shot is off.
The Fever leading. Now Colson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Again, the miss by the Fever. On the wing, Gary McDonald. Pass to Brink. Three-pointer connects from three-point range.
3
That's
points.
just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a
2 minutes
purpose.
remaining in the
The
first.
D
2
has
minutes.
not been able to keep up.
Now here's Howard. Mitchell. Dantas. Guarded by Russell. To stop the drought. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Knocks down the 3-ball.
That play shows you that Mitchell doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. She can just catch and shoot.
Here's McDonald. Good for the basket. Starting
There
off
you go,
1-for-1 with that shot.
Well, this is a game again. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Solid comeback effort.
But that effort has to keep up.
Now here's Mitchell. He has 5. Colson misses.
Rebounding is going to be a focal point for them in this one, fellas.
Yeah, Brian, it has been so far. They've already got a nice edge on the glass.
Pass to Howard.
Cameron Brink playing some nice defense.
The Sparks trailing. Out to the left wing. Back to McDonald. Here's Russell. Chelsea Plum from outside. Another
Chelsea
3
Plum.
for the Sparks.
Her shooting percentage is through the roof right now. What a great start to this game.
Pass to Hole. Outside Howard. And here's Colson. That's good, and it's Natasha Howard with the assist.
Those two, they just keep going right at each other from deep.
A little one-on-one action we've got on our hands here, Tim.
I'm not complaining.
Mitchell outside. From deep three-point range. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense
Your
so
Indiana
far.
Fever.
Fever ahead,
30,
up 2.
the Los Angeles
And
Sparks.
quarter 2 will get
28.
underway just after this short break. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
Scoring has come in threes for the most part so far.
Yeah, and every time down the floor, it seems like they're hitting a triple.
Clarendon with it. Pass to Jackson. Outside Stevens. Here's Clarendon. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Bonner outside. Clark. Here's Boston. She's covered by Hamby. She gets it in there.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there.
Clark.
They got to at least get a finger on her.
Outside Stevens. Sims. And that'll be the Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Sparks able to keep the ball here. Outside Clarendon. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Pass to Sims. The three-pointer is on target.
A confidence builder for sure. When Odyssey Sims is knocking down the triple, it unleashes the rest of her offense.
Hull up top. She's covered by Sims. Here's Clark. Rebound by the Sparks. Now here is Sims. Second quarter here, and just over a minute and a half played. Outside Clarendon. Stevens. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Boston. That's good, and she's now 3 for 4 from the floor.
Nice ball movement from Hull. Terrific at recognizing when her teammates are open.
Pass to Jackson. Stevens. Outside Sims. No good. That would have tied it. Indiana with the ball.
Out of bounds.
13 points
The
was
ball
their
goes
biggest
to
lead
Los
of the game.
Into the lineup for Los Angeles, Crystal Dangerfield.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Sims. Pass to Hamby. Again, the miss by the Sparks. The Fever leading. And after going first overall in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston went on to win Rookie of the Year.
Led the league in shooting percentage, top 10 in rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more could you ask for a rookie big? Boston, an immediate impact made in setting the foundation in Indiana.
Pass to Hull. Over Jackson. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Personal foul. First team foul.
One goes on Jackson.
Well, no question, Hull gives her all on the play, making the effort to get the contact and earn the whistle.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
Well, if 3-and-D win, players like Lexi Hull so valuable here in the WNBA.
Now here is Sims. Hull defending. Hamby misses.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
Well, you have to play aggressive to succeed on the drive. And when Bonner sees a lane, she does not hesitate.
And the Sparks call time here. She's been in this league for a decade and a half now, but Wnba Bonner is still going strong.
Yeah, that's maybe her greatest attribute, her consistency of excellence. She can do a lot of things at a high level, and you always love to see her activity level at both ends. She's a coach's dream.
Now here's Dangerfield. Odyssey Sims for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Crystal Dangerfield.
They just continue to splash those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely, Brian. You can't keep giving up that many points behind the arc.
Dangerfield with it. She's covered by Clark. Pass to Jackson. Stevens. Here's Sims. That shot off.
Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there.
Wnba for three. Sinks the triple.
That gets her going here in the second quarter after hitting 2 from long range in the first.
Dangerfield outside.
From outside the arc, Odyssey Sims with another miss. Now here's Cole. She's covered closely. Another shot. The Sparks grab the miss. Here's Jackson, and she banks in the layup.
I'll bet her percentage is pretty high from that range.
Time called here. The Fever decided to talk it over.
And a 2-time 6th player of the year. You can't deny the impact of De'Erica Hamby.
Yeah, now she's too good to win that award. You have to start Hamby. A huge part of the Aces' first title team in 2022. Really, to me, one of the most underrated and overlooked players in the league.
The ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Clark outside. Mitchell, she's covered by Sims. We'll see Mitchell into the lane. Here's Dantas. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Outside Sims. Here's Stevens. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Really nice drive to the basket, using some of that agility.
The Sparks trailing. The shot by Dangerfield, no good. Clark outside. Dantas. Bonner outside. Shot clock at 6. Shot's good by Clark.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves.
Outside Sims. And Bonner pulls it down.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Clark, guarded by Jackson. Back to Bonner. Dantas.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Pass to Dantas. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's.
This is really the story of the game here. They've been outstanding from behind the arc.
Now here's Dangerfield. Jackson with the ball.
Now here is Stevens. She's guarded by Dantas. And count it. The shot is good. She'll go to the line.
Well, no task is too tall for Stevens.
At the line for the away
She'll
team,
fight through contact all day if she has to.
She's made one and missed one so far at the line.
After 12 seasons with the Sparks, Nneka Ogwumike decided that 2023 would be her last with the organization.
Yeah, since going first overall in 2012, Ogwumike, 8-time All-Star with the Sparks, MVP, and the WNBA title in 2016. 2 community assist awards. They'll miss her in Los Angeles. Nneka, a legend in LA basketball history.
Drafted back in 2018, Kelsey Mitchell has spent her entire career with Indiana.
Yeah, and the Fever have yet to make the playoffs with her on the team. It's made Kelsey really overlooked. Quietly, she's carried their offense over the years, put up big numbers, and was an all-star in 2023.
One shot.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent. Starting with Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston, they have arguably the best young core in the W.
Howard can't get it to go. Pass to Burrell. And Bonner pulls it down. Here's Colson, guarded by McDonald. Here's Burrell. Great D that time from Joanna Bonner. Here's Colson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Pass to Plum. Here's Russell. Here's Burrell. The offensive rebound. Range shot is off.
Well, good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is. And we just saw it right there, didn't we? Without her presence, that's an easy 2 points.
Now here's McDonald. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, I just think an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Mitchell with it. She's guarded by Plum. Caitlin Clark with the 3. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, she's going to force him to make some adjustments. That's her 4th triple of the half.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brink, guarded by Howard. Outside Clarendon. Up top Plum. Can they get it? Drills it from outside.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Fever on top, leading by 17. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And please give a big round of applause for your Wnba squad.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. Plum has been sensational.
She put on a show from 3-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. Now here is Stevens. Pass to Sims. And it's off from 3-point range.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
Bonner with it. Guarded by Jackson. Bonner can't hit. Jackson outside. Pass to Sims. Inside. Plum. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston. Clark outside. Boston outside. Bonner. Over Stevens. And basket number 6 to her stat sheet. She's now 6 for 10.
Well, the jump shot, it's been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep on pulling up and just watching them go down.
And that opens up your offense.
Now here is Sims. She has 6. Down low. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Aaliyah Boston.
Not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
She is so tough to guard. She can fake you one way and use the spin to blow just right by.
Now here is Sims. Outside Stevens. Kelsey Plum from outside. Gets it to fall, and she's now 10 of 15 on the game.
They get one to drop. 1 of 4 here in the third.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
Well, the Sparks have missed the last 3 playoffs. Rare to see LA struggle like this.
An original WNBA team, they missed the postseason just 4 times in their first 24 seasons. Now, this franchise has the best winning percentage in league history, so you expect they'll turn it around pretty soon.
Quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Clark outside. Joanna Bonner for 3. It's hauled in by the Sparks. Outside Plum. Back to Hamby. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that's the Erica Hamby's favorite place to operate. Just terrific inside.
Pass to Clark. The 3 ball. Stevens grabs the board.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Now here is Sims. She's covered by Clark.
The intensity of Hamby, great at going strong, forcing the issue.
This is her first opportunity at the line this evening.
Line for the away team, the Erica Hamby. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
You can trust Erica Hamby to deliver all-out effort on the floor. She really puts in the work to make the most of her minutes, and she can be a difference maker for this team.
And that's good as she hits both shots. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 10. And that one's good. It's Caitlin Clark for 3.
Well, sometimes you have a player like Mitchell. She draws so much attention, allows teammates to get open.
Pass to McDonald. Back to Plum. Shot clock at 5. Hamby outside. Over Boston. And the basket by Hamby.
It's pretty impressive watching Kelsey Plum run the offense like this. She has a gift for spotting open teammates.
Now here's Hull. Guarded closely. Back to Howard. Azare Stevens with some nice D. Now the Sparks with it. Down by 15. Jackson gets the bucket. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Howard. Hull, guarded by Jackson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Let's take a look at the turnover story for them. And it's not bad. Just a handful. And that good possession management is helping to drive their lead.
And the exciting Rakia Jackson taken 4th overall in the 2024 draft.
Well, she's got a reputation in college that she earned as an electric scorer. About 18 points per game, which is a huge number in college over her career. Jackson can get buckets from all 3 levels. And it's 6'2". Her length, it's kind of a matchup problem for a lot of guards.
Clark outside. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry. If you were looking only at the way she's played offensively, you'd think her team was ahead.
Now here's Mitchell. She's guarded by Plum. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Pass to McDonald. Jackson. Out to the wing. Here's Stevens. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Mitchell outside. Boston. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
And the Sparks call time here. There's no question about it. Caitlin Clark displaying her skill set today.
Man, what are you doing? Going in from deep. They got to be up in her jersey at all times. Give her an inch, and guess what? She's going to drop in another 3.
The Sparks now. It's a 13-point game.
Brink with the ball. Working on Dantas. Pass to Burrell.
Just 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Sparks. And here's Hull. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots.
First personal foul. First team
and she'll
foul.
take her 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Indiana Fever. Lexi Hull. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the strike. Now Clarendon. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Burrell. Now here's Russell. Here's McDonald. A rebound by Dantas.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Here's Burrell. Pass to Clarendon. Drops in the tray.
For the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her 3-point attempt.
Maxi hole on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Excellent D there from Mercedes Russell. Outside Clarendon. Pass to Russell from downtown. What a rebound by Dantas. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing. Keeping up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
Outside McDonald. Brink with the ball. She's guarded by Dantas. Rebounded by the Fever. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Hull. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston. He picks up the assist.
Pretty points from Hull. She leaves it all out on the floor.
Pass to Brink. It's over Dantas. Brink, the shot is good.
She's definitely got that shot in her arsenal.
Mitchell with it. 10 points for her. From the arc. Russell pulls it in.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time, but he got lucky.
Here's Clarendon. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's the Fever with the ball. They lead by 14. Here's Clark. Second chance shot. Foul call that time on the way up. And that'll give them 3 chances at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on Ari McDonald.
Second team foul. At the line for your Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And she makes both free throws. Now here is Sims. She's got 6. Pass to Hamby. And Aaliyah Boston with the block. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Fever on top, up by 16. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Well, this is what being on the same page looks like. Fantastic feed and a heads-up play all around.
And how can you not be a fan of a sequence like that? This is what beautiful basketball is all about.
Yeah, unselfishness, just wonderful stuff.
And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Pass to Howard. Boston outside. Clark outside. Now Howard to the paint. Boston. That's good. And it's Natasha Howard.
Defensively, they've been unable to shut down the most important part of the court, Brian, the middle.
Yeah, and the point totals in the paint are tilted heavily against them now.
Now here's Jackson. 6 to shoot. Poke loose. Stolen by Bonner. Clark outside. The 3. Stevens grabs the board. Now the Sparks with it. They trail by 18. Left side Sims. Pass to Plum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Natasha Howard. That is her third foul so far.
First team foul.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now here is Sims. She's guarded closely. Just 3 to shoot. Beyond the arc. They get it back. And the basket by Hamby.
I love to see it. Her confidence has come back since halftime.
Pass to Bonner. Howard. And here's Clark. Here's Boston. She's still hot. That's basket number 9 out of 10 shots. 90% is an A in my book and anyone's book. Now here is Sims. Here's the 3. And it's good. Rakia Jackson for 3.
Well, she's just going to keep burying those. If that's how the D is going to play her, they've got to be better. They've got to be closer in.
Boston with it. She's covered by Hamby. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the strike for 2.
They should keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them.
Taking full advantage from this charity strike. They've yet to miss here in the second half.
And she makes the first. That's also good, so she hits them both. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Watch this, watch this.
Kelsey Plum drives in. Oh, and it's blocked by Aaliyah Boston. Here's Mitchell. Makes the most of a high percentage shot.
You'll see her hit from very deep, but she isn't a one-trick pony. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
Stevens. That one wide left. Inside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside and attacking that rim, Brian.
That's right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Howard, and she can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
Well, they're winning despite her errant shooting.
Count that bucket.
She's taking off that slow start and giving them a boost here in the second half.
Clark outside. For 3. Good on the triple.
What an exhibition she's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
So it's the Sparks now. 19-point game. Outside Plum. Jackson. And Aaliyah Boston with the block.
Their rebounding has been a big key to their success in this game.
It really has been a completely one-sided battle on the boards.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Bonner. And the fever hit again from deep.
And it looks like she still has some of the shooting touch that she did in the first.
Here's Jackson. To the wing on the left. Here's Plum. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Hamby.
She wasn't able to get her name on the score sheet in the first half, but here in the second half, she looks like she's in her comfort zone.
Bonner, good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Pass to Jackson. Stevens. Sims with it. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Boston.
He hasn't had much success shooting the ball.
Bonner. Jackson pulls it in.
Well, in 2023, we saw the WNBA expand their schedule to 40 games. How did you like that move, Brian?
I think it's a great thing. None of us are complaining about more basketball.
Oh, I'm in total agreement. I always want more basketball because that's more fun. We get to watch this great league more. And, the great thing is it's allowed the fans in the league to get more chances to see stars come to their hometowns. I think it's been a great improvement.
Now here's Clark. Pass to Boston. Can't hit that one. Azare Stevens with some nice D. Three-pointer, Kelsey Plum. Good. And Erica Hamby gets the assist.
She's certainly doing her part, trying to battle back into it.
Here's Mitchell. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact. Two.
Second team foul.
It goes on Kelsey Plum.
What a skillful play by Kelsey Mitchell, ensuring she gets the shot off while drawing a foul.
That free throw missing.
And, you know, even before coming to the WNBA, Kelsey Mitchell was an established star. When she finished her college career, she was second all-time in points.
Good on the second free throw.
And as a team, they're hovering around the 86, 88% mark from the free throw line. And they've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see. Tremendous effort. She's already cracked double digits on boards.
And all those rebounds lead the team. She's been the tone setter for them today in terms of work ethic.
Now here's Clark. Wnba for three. Count it. With that bucket, she is now 9 for 15 from the floor.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
They'll take them.
Timeout called the Spark. And guys, this is something we were just talking about off the air, but Caitlin Clark is one of the most hyped basketball players that we've ever seen.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about the WNBA. When you talk about the most hyped rookies, I think you probably have to go back to 2003 when LeBron went first overall. Basically, it's going to be really fun to see how Caitlin Clark's career goes.
Hamby. And you look at the ratings for women's basketball in general, and man, they're exploding.
Well, of course, Caitlin Clark and her team in college shattering records back in her college days. I think we'll continue to see that happen in the W.
Well, the 2024 draft was by far the most watched of
2
all
minutes
time.
remaining in the game.
So,
2 minutes.
Yeah, it's an exciting time in the league.
Now here is Sims. Launches a three, and Stevens is good for three.
A prototypical stretch 4. Stevens' range extends way beyond the three-point line.
Mitchell, right side. Laid in with a nice touch on the glass. And it's the Sparks ball. Outside Plum. Yes! Great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up.
It's obvious that Plum has found her rhythm tonight. Nice to see her making a big impact on that end.
Pass to Clark. Now Howard. She's covered by Sims. And the basket by Howard.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Now here's Hamby. Pass to Stevens. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. And it's Hamby getting it to go.
Never a player short on effort. Dearica Hamby, a winning player. Second chance points can be the difference most nights.
Here's Mitchell. Now Howard. Clark. She's covered by Sims. Shoots. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Now here is Stevens. Another three for the Sparks.
For the game to score points.
And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loves every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
And that's a wrap, everyone.